Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. This is your wizard in a blizzard, your electric scimitar, mystical machine gun, welcoming you back for potentially the last time to Phantasy Star Zero, welcoming you back to Earth, welcoming you back to the fun, to the games, to the adventure. Because we learned something today. We learned that if you save while doing the Eternal, the final post-game content, the multiple floor dungeon, even though we lost to a boss and then we saved, that doesn't save your quest progress. Let's go get a... we're starting from floor 0 is what I'm trying to get at. Starting from floor 1. Let's go get Escape Doll with our hard-earned photon drops. So at least we get one bonus chance. And hopefully... we need 5 for Escape Doll. I probably looked at that the last time. Hey, and let's not solo it. we were soloing last time. Peaches, welcome in. Did you know that? Did you know that if we saved, we would lose progress? I think you did. I'll take that as a yes. How's your day going? Hope you're doing well. That's all right. It's been a long week. I'm in the mood for some... You forgot? Fair enough. It didn't say anything. It would have been nice if it warned me. But no, just let you save. Now, there's always the risk that by having the extra party members, we could, it could make the dungeon harder. I mean, we've got final dungeon enemies already, but it was a bit random last time as well, so we shall see. And hey, we had speech bubbles. They'll break it up. Break up the floors. I didn't say in the stream title this was the final stream. So, you know. What does this tactics button do? Okay. I did not know that there was a tactics thing. We should look at that in a minute. Playing this game for however many hours, I did not even look at... I looked at the chat option, which was pointless because we're not playing online. Okay. Tactics. What do we got? Free combat, attack all out, safety first, keep your distance, stay close to me. Use photon blast individually. Synchronize PBs. Is that what's selected? Ah, so what happens if we edit that one? Oh, okay. Oh, is this just a shout? Is that what it is? Oh, maybe that's what it is. Okay. Maybe that doesn't mean anything. I thought maybe that was some sort of AI thing. And not that kind of AI. Video game AI. Oh. Got my water bottle. Fuck hell. I'll have to go get that at some point. Alright, let's go. Let's rock. Oh, what a feeling. That I double checked the end of last stream just to see if I'd dropped the save state instead of saving the game properly. But no, I saved the game. And the game went great. Come back another time. Yes, we are on floor 1. That's all right. We'll see how a team effort goes. I was going to, after getting thoroughly owned by the Mother of Blades last time, I was going to see if I could just bring some friends anyway. And I may not have been able to do that if we continued. I've not ever tried to add people mid-quest. But it must be saving that caused it, because we died on a floor and we were able to go back in. And we just had to redo that floor. So yes, as VR has mentioned as well, this dungeon, this game does not respect your time or your DS battery. I'm sure there was times I was playing Pokemon or Ace Attorney where I just had the DS plugged in the whole time. Just in bed, near the power point, DS plugged in. Which you couldn't do with Game Boy Advance or earlier because they were all batteries. Game Boy Advance would have had the spare batteries handy for sure. But yes, I hope you all had a good week. It is it's bad hours for me because it's, you know, spring's just around the corner, and they decided to put on the spring weather today. It was almost 25 degrees. There was kind of weird half showers though today, but the pollen, ooh-wee, the pollen was out and about. And I had my eldest daughter's soccer practice, so we were in a park. So I got home from that and I was feeling very congested, so honestly hit like a truck today. It was really bad. Probably gets worse as you get older, I guess. But I was okay at the actual soccer. It was more about my stupid foot than the pollen and everything else. I got home and it's like, whoa. So yes, my constant regime of various nasal drugs will have to continue. God damn it, game. We're hanging out Hope every Ace HP? Do I have one of those already? Ooh, I've got HP recovery level 1. Okay, cool. Let's grab 8 Ace HP. Because we don't necessarily need Dark Resist. Oh, we've already got Ace HP. There you go. Might as well use it anyway. I can't remember if there was a level above Ace. I haven't seen it. So for the asexuals out there, you're top tier as far as Fantasy Star Zero is concerned. What your sexual preference has to do with slots in your armor, who knows? They had the bigger goals. They had the bigger soccer goals set up for my daughter's soccer training tonight. So they're moving up in the world. Made it a lot harder to be the goalie because, well, the previous goals were like shoulder height on an 8-year-old, and the new ones were taller than her. So, oh yes, we got to watch out for these guys. They love spamming their missiles. But with a party, there's more targets, so maybe they won't necessarily spam them at me. Remember, no escape dolls. Just got to keep healing. Got to keep the healing going. Okay, is that everybody? Yes. And hey, the AI party members, so far, they have not hit any of the exploding boxes, so they're operating better than I thought they would. There you go. Get those in here. Oh, we didn't even check out what the main does. Oh well. Oh wait, is that making things go lower? Oh, game. You don't know what you want, do you? And you gotta love that. The last item fed kicks you out of that menu, so you don't know what it you didn't see what it did. Yes, we were hitting a bit of the struggle town with the allergies and everything else, and I was thinking, like, do we need a gimmick? Do we need to roll a die every floor and change what weapon I'm using or something? It's like, unfortunately at this point, well, I don't have that many weapons, and they're not that different anyway. It's like, maybe just have a result that just makes me use techniques or something like that. It's like, nah, let's just do an old-fashioned dungeon crawl and chat. It's 2002. It's a Saturday night. I've got nothing better to do. I've got Phantasy Star Online on my Dreamcast. I've got the Paseo's Tavern chat room open on my Intel something or other. Good morning, Vietnam, and good morning, Zelda Bell. Hope you're having a good morning. Climbing out of bed and climbing a tower. That's the way to attack it. Grind set mindset and other bullshit. Wake up, it's 2002. Board Game Heaven, it's 2002 apparently. Welcome in. Raymond, hope you're doing well. I'm saying it to Peaches already, but even though we saved, we had to start from the beginning again. So here we are. Saving in the Eternal, saving in the tower, resets your progress. So now we've got a squad, we've got a crew. We are always getting frozen. And this squad, this crew, does not use trap visions, that's for sure. But we've got to have a win this week, chat. We've got to potentially beat this one, I'll tell you, because I'm a fool. I'm a fool. You all know that I'm an expert gamer, as we've all discussed many times before. You know, spoilers, maybe? I'll try and keep them spoiler-free. The Cyberpunk 2077 main game, not the DLC. But yes, I finally got around to beating the main story in Cyberpunk. Well, maybe I can do it without spoiling things. But the first one I picked was kind of the corpo ending, and I was like, because you know, if we're gonna get Keanu Reeves out of my brain, they seem to have the best chance of doing it and me surviving. But everybody pretty much called me a sellout, even though all the dialogue choices and stuff were like, I'm just doing this just for me. But yeah, anyway, so that was the first ending I picked. But then the second ending I did the Nomad one, but because I had to, you know, to do the next ending, I had to go through all that shit again. At one point they say, do you want to, you know, say goodbye? So the first time I said goodbye to Judy, who my V is they're roommates, by which I mean they're lesbians. And then Judy's like, we're going to run away together at the end of this whenever she comes over for a date. So I did the first ending, I called Judy, and because everybody thought I was a sellout, essentially Judy also thought I was a sellout, so she didn't care. So the second time, I know the trope. They're just good buddies, so they're just good friends in a Subaru. Yeah, so I skipped that saying goodbye part, thinking, oh well, it didn't affect that other ending, so why would it affect this one? And it did the ending, you know, and that one is potentially the best ending, happiest ending for that kind of thing. And exactly. And that's but I missed out on, you know, potentially Judy being there after the ending to, you know, run away together. So it's like, fuck. Yes, I'm gonna have to do that ending again. That's okay. Like it's actually not too bad, because they essentially go, do you want to, you know, go back to the game after the credits, and then you can just do the final mission again. You do have to sit through so a lot of dialogue, but you can skip dialogue, so you know it shouldn't take too long. Yeah, so then I did the Keanu Reeves ending, and that was like, yeah. Maybe we could do what we did on Wednesday. If we beat this quickly enough, we can jump into another game randomly that will not be on the VOD, just to confuse people. So it's just that the Nomad ending has quite a lot of combat to get through as well. And because and with the first ending, the kind of bad ending, turns out because I didn't do something way earlier in the game that I didn't even know you could do, I missed out on an achievo for it. Not that I care about good old games achievements, but you know. At least if everybody's telling you suck, you can get an achievement for it. There you go. Right, spoiler chat is over. If there was even anything spoiling in there, but we'll leave that up to the viewer. We'll put a chapter in the YouTube chapters. God, I'm struggling with words. I struggled to sleep last night. I was feeling nervous because today, on a Friday, just to, you know, what was spoiled exactly? I don't know, but that's the thing with spoilers. It's hard to tell what somebody might think is a spoiler, so I will tag it. You know, do the old title card saying skip to blah 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 if you don't want to be spoiled on Cyberpunk at all. Because if you're anything like me, it takes you many years to get to the point where you're playing, you know, the latest and greatest. So I agree with people. Planet of the Apes was Earth all along. Getting Nay back in Phantasy Star 2 Generations is annoying. And not worth it. There you go, there's a spoiler for you. Phantasy Star related even. I say that not having done it, but having looked at what you need to do it. Oh yes, you were saying about Picross. I can't help you. All I can recommend for your Picross addiction is to play Murder by Numbers, which is a mix of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, and Picross. Which I think kind of makes it a bit worse than Ace Attorney. I like you have it on Steam, there you go. Because with Ace Attorney, the investigations and stuff feel a bit more, you know, investigating. But in Murder by Numbers, it's like, oh, I'm gonna look for evidence. And then do a picture cross puzzle, and there's like, I found evidence. You don't want story. Oh, that's fair enough. Well, you're in the right place. There's no story occurring here. This is just dungeon all the way. Oh, hang on. My body also doesn't know what to do with temperature, probably due to my allergy. Playing some kind of free-to-play Picross on Steam with legally not distinct Nintendo pixel art. You could just not play Picross. Well, I guess if it's free-to-play, maybe that's why Nintendo can't necessarily shut it down. You're not profiting from their trademarks. A Sonic and Mario head already. There you go. Nice. A Kerbo. That's a legally distinct Kirby, yeah? Honestly, they would have thought I would have slept like a log last night because we went out for Chinese for my father-in-law's birthday. He's 72. Just about 30 years and 2 months older than me. And we, you know, it was their shout. I had duck with Chinese mushrooms. We had kung pao prawn, lemon chicken, honey chicken, sweet and sour pork, fried rice, steamed dim sims for entree. Oh. Exactly, a succulent Chinese meal. And while we were chatting about that, I exploded. I mean, they shut down another Metroid 2 remake, which was free. That's true. That's true. Ooh. Are we going to get a love scene with Lindau? Forgot her name already. So if we go back, right, then we're on level 6. Okay, hang on, I've just got to grab my water bottle. I forgot to grab it. I'll be really, really fast. Oh, hang on. You are way in front of everything else. There you go. There we go. There we go, sorry about that. No, it was just, I had this, and I chucked on a bit of furniture that I should not have chucked it onto. Does this emulator have a fast forward? Can we play at super speed? Somehow I foreshadowed my own death by talking about the AI hitting the exploding boxes. I mean, I may have hit the exploding box, but you know. I read that in FAQ on a Mario fan game. Nintendo only takes down fan games that make a profit or are remakes of existing games. Ah, there you go. Besides, SMBX has existed for many years and everyone's been taken down. The Pokemon Uranium was also shut down. What was SMBX? Super Mario Brothers Extreme! To the extreme, 90s, etc. Oh my god, they are... Did we have this many explosive boxes before? Is it just like, because we've got party members, they're like, ho ho ho, we're gonna punish him for his hubris. At least we haven't got Ogie dragging us down. Well look, to be honest, when a company shuts something down like that, I think it's 95% luck. You know, somebody talked. Some executives having a bad day. Let's go gambling. And you'd think, oh, how could a game like Pokemon Uranium or something taint the brand? But, you know, you got to remember that, at least apparently for Americans, video games were the Nintendo for how many years? So even if, you know, your grandmother won't be downloading an emulator and playing Pokemon Uranium, maybe they think somebody sees you playing Pokemon Uranium and it's got edgelord content and they go, Nintendo, what are you doing to our children? Oh my god, will somebody please think of the children? 40 years now, exactly. One of the other parents at the soccer was going, oh, she plays FIFA on PS5. And I'm like, oh, you got a PS5? But yes, the best way to teach kids about the offside rule is to play a video game. I'm telling you now. All right. Do you reckon we're getting through these a little bit faster with the crew? I think we're getting through a little bit faster with the crew. Just because, you know, they're just doing more damage. Ooh, hello, level 7. Can't use grants. Can use the band. Okay. Oh, we can't upgrade it anymore. We can upgrade that one though. Oh, we what is it now? EA Club or something? It's not called FIFA anymore. Or EAFC? I think that's what it is. EAFC might be it. Tried to play with my two brothers-in-law and their mate, who's always trying to organise a game on the weekend, you know. But he bought a PS5, and there's no cross-play across PS4 and PS5, so we could not play bloody EAFC, which, you know, if you think back to the early 2000s or the late 2000s, they were releasing FIFA games on Wii. It's pronounced EA as a shitty company. Yes, no arguments there. Is Star Wars Outlaws EA? Because I want to know what chat reckons. I want to know what people think about Outlaws, because one, it's not okay. Because I am seeing... Oh, great. Even better. I am seeing the trailers. I'm seeing the trailers here on Twitch. Because I have my ad blocker off for Twitch. Oh, it's an Ubisoft game. That dampened my hype a little bit. But then again, I haven't played Assassin's Creed for a few years now because I got sick of Assassin's Creed. I loved Assassin's Creed, but the formula does get old. Sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. There we go. But I am hype as shit for Outlaws, and I don't care if it's don't care about the open world part. I want to be a scoundrel. I want to be Lady Han Solo and play Star Wars, because honestly, I get hyped for almost every Star Wars game. I don't know if I'll get hyped for the next Star Wars movie. I haven't seen Solo yet. Gotta watch a series on Disney Plus. What's it called? Andor. Yeah, but I will always get hyped for a Star Wars game. It is such a good game universe. Maybe I just need to play the Old Republic and just... But yeah, I'm so hyped when I see those ads. Oh. I try to avoid buying big company games. Sometimes I do because my finger is too fast and the 90% discount. Oh, money is much better spent on indie games. Do not get me wrong. But sometimes there will be a big budget game and it's just like, I've got to have it. I bought Bomb Rush, by the way. Couldn't avoid that discount, so that's in there somewhere. Maybe that could be my birthday stream this year. Just playing whatever game I want to play. That's in counting down. Under 2 months until my birthday. I'll probably get through this faster if I just stopped stopping for items, but you know. Gotta take the chance on there being escape doll or photon drops. I've played a bit of Fallen Order, and I played what was the latest one, the latest Star Wars game with ships? Because that was free on PS Plus or whatever. And they've just been good. It's just... Oh. I don't need a particular game because there are thousands of other particular games that are more ethical. I can't argue with that. I cannot argue with that. But in a way, it's like, well, that's why you got to hope for change in the industry in general. So, you know. So maybe someday you can buy that AAA game knowing that there was no crunch involved and everybody got paid fairly and what else? Management weren't abusive or anything like that. That might be a pie in the sky dream. And yes, there are so many good indie games anyway. That's you're quite right, Zell. When Zell is streaming, Zell does lots of indie games and demos and stuff. So if you want to know indie games, Zell's the person to talk to. But he just I have not checked out all of Zell's recommendations yet because I don't have enough free time. All right, floor 9. We're coming up on boss room. We do not have escape doll, so we're going to watch that health. We also have not dodged at all, so let's just get the band in. That's the wrong spell. It's a luxury good anyway, so if I spent money, I'd do it a bit more responsibly. With other stuff, yeah, there is no ethical consumption under capitalism, because you need food or clothing, but with luxury goods, I have a bit of sway. Absolutely fair. And if money goes to indies, it helps the industry get better, yes. How Among Us's Outer Sloth Games became a publisher, and they are, if I recall correctly, a co-op. Oh, nice. Didn't know that. Rest at level 8. Do we have rest at level 8? Let's see. Feels like we do. We didn't. Hooray. We've got Zond. That's okay. And there was some other thing. Yes. Give me all the buffs I can get before the boss. Good on the Among Us devs there. That's awesome. What are they called? Outer Sloth. I need to play more Among Us. We played that with the brothers-in-law and stuff, and that was not a bad time. We had the party chat happening on the PS4. It's just the lobbies were a bit flaky. Even though, you know, we're all in the same country. Or at least they are very liberal with their publishing. Basically just, here, have money, no strings attached. Yeah. That's how some of the best stuff gets made. Did you put Devolver Digital in that sort of basket as well? And Among Us probably made $1 trillion. God, I hope so. I hope so. It's made $1 trillion in cultural cachet at least. All the kids know Among Us. It's got memes. It's everywhere. Tell you what, playing it with PS4 party chat isn't the best because it soon becomes pretty obvious if somebody in your party chat is the imposter. Because they don't say anything. Everybody suddenly goes very quiet. Witch broom. Oh, I hope we can equip the witch broom. Let's have a look. Just to see what it looks like. No, we can't. Boo. Oh, that sucks. We can't see it. We shouldn't... Shouldn't encourage that kind of thing. Warlocks can have brooms too. That's part of it. You have to think, execute, and keep talking at the same time. Oh, yes. Because my kids know Among Us, they're sitting next to me watching me play. And it's like, shh, don't tell them anything. Yes, exactly. Dad, what did you do to that guy? Shh. All right, here we go. Oh, we got a heal. Got an auto heal. There you go. If tell him you're disowned, yes. Alright, Blade Mother. Reeve! Reeve! Oh, whatever. Reeve, not a team player. Look at Blade Mother's on fire. Getting lots of damage done. The party's talking trash. We're off to a better start already. Yeah! Reeve didn't want to help. Oh, she's down. Jeez. Look at that. That'll do. The music has not stopped, but that's okay. Different boss, okay. Oh, we got our photon drops. Now we can get... Well, we can teleport back too. What does the note say? Challenger, do you wish to admit fatigue? There is no dishonor. Turn and go down the stairs you struggled up. If we go through that teleporter, do we lose all our progress? Save state. I just want to cash in for escape doll. Looks like not, because it's still flashing. So that's okay. You can understand why I suddenly don't trust this game. I wonder if we saved now, if it would let us restart from here, since we took an exit rather than anything else. Let's see. Escape doll, thank you. Now I've got to make sure I do not die randomly on the floors in between. Okay. Could test with a save state, very true. But we'll test it out next time. Next boss. Okay, we did not lose our progress. Awesome. I like how the boss music just continues to play. Calm down, game. Calm down. Calm down. It's okay. What do we think of the new camera, folks? Is it is it clearer at all? I finally had some time last night, so I mucked around with the settings a bit, and it's got AI lighting, so I turned that off. But you can change the field of view, you can change the zoom. I'm working on my sound alerts being as obscure as possible, because nobody's got to figure out on their own that it's rather than just murder. Well, it is sized down and compressed through stream, so you don't know. Okay, that's fair enough. That's quite fair. I put a screenshot of it in the Discord, but it has achieved what I wanted to achieve. The main thing was that the green screen now works a lot better, and next time where it's green screen mystical, I will not be a ghost. Simply because of the lower resolution of the old webcam, having the wet green screen on made me a bit transparent. It made my teeth look a bit transparent, which is a bit weird. So yes, Ghost Mystical is dead. Rest in peace. We will be having, next game in the Metal Gear series is Death Stranding. That'll be full screen. So good timing for it. So that means the next big purchase will be the portable green screen. You aren't transparent anymore. You're a politician. You can read me like a book, Chad. Don't worry. I'm an open book. On Halloween, we used the old webcam for the holiday spirit. Oh, is Halloween streamlight? Let's have a look. I mean, hopefully it's not, because we go out, take the kids out on Halloween, so we'll be out late anyway. Hang on, let me just fight this robot without dying. There we go. Make calendar bigger. It's a Thursday. There you go. So maybe on the 30th we can be a ghost. It has just been book week here in my part of the world. So they have book week every year in primary schools to celebrate book reading and stuff. And they have a book week parade, and it was today. So we had enough costumes for a lifetime today. Got my eldest to dress. Well, my eldest dressed up like little Petey from Dogman, who is a little orange cat. So we had to come up with orange clothes. And my wife had an amazing idea to just buy Velcro, like Velcro strips, and stick it to the orange clothing. And there's your stripes with no sewing required. So that worked out pretty well. And my youngest just wanted to dress up as Minnie Mouse, and she's got Minnie Mouse costumes coming out her ears. So that was like, great. But I'm offended. I'm deeply disappointed in the fam. Being a comic book, Dogman, all the characters are always shown inside profile. Always. So the opposite of book week, gun week. Celebrate your favorite guns. Yeah, so little Petey is always inside profile, and it's like, so I found a picture of a little Petey plush, which was official, and I used that to make a mask that would be little Petey looking front on. And eldest and my wife went, no, just get a picture of little Petey and blow it up and print it out for us, please. And I was like, oh man, I was creative, I worked hard. I made it orange. She could have just cut it out, cut some eye holes, and it would have been a great mask. Oh well. My talents are being wasted, so. I'm a tortured artist. I keep forgetting the charge attacks. Be less creative. Father's Day's coming up. They can recognize me now. Being silenced. On TV, newspaper, and radio, I am being silenced. In the Daily Mail, on Fox News, I am being silenced. I'm going to go on Joe Rogan to talk about how I've been silenced. We're pumping through the floors. Let's do this. 13. If it turns out there's 500 floors, I'm going to be upset. It's 10 p.m. Just go on to the 13th floor. We can do it. At last, a challenge. Creativity. What are you, some of the hardest? No. Can't you see I'm being silenced? No. I definitely can't hear it either. Oh, for sure. Photon drops, keep them coming. Gotta get those escape dolls. Did we enjoy watching a bit of Super Meat Boy on Wednesday night? Was that fun? Watching me fail at one game and then switch over to fail at a different game, but at least I failed faster. Yes. It led to Zell posting some awesome music in the Discord as well. Now, speaking back to Outlaws, I was talking about, you know, that I got sick of the Assassin's Creed. I got sick of the gameplay. Like, I got a bit sick of Assassin's Creed and stuff because they were annual and it was getting too much. So I think the last one I played was not the one after Black Flag, which was Rogue, I think. But as seen with Cyberpunk, I have not necessarily gotten over having a massive map, having 20 million things to do on that massive map and going, you know what? I ain't gonna rest until every little pip on this map is gone. That's because I really enjoyed the gigs and side jobs in Cyberpunk. So you know, before I went to that point of no return, I did every fixer gig, I did every side job that popped up. Didn't do every race because they were just... I did the race side quests, like the whole side quest chain, and then they were just the same races again. You could just win 10,000 credits or eddies. And it's like, I have 1.7 million eddies, I'm okay. I don't need to do races anymore. I can retire from racing at least. Maybe I'll put that on sometime. I didn't get 100% back then. It's very difficult. There are Chivos that are play through World X in a row without dying. Oof, that would be difficult. The last world is maybe possible since it's only 5 levels or so. But the post-game world is even more, as a full 20. Yeah, that is a troll achievement if I've ever seen one. Hey, you know this game that is built around you dying over and over again? Beat it without dying. That's the kind of trophy / achievement that would make me just don't. That's the kind of trophy / achievement that would make me scream my head off back in the day when you know, you've gotten through however many levels that ever dying and then you just take that one wrong step. And you just go, no. My Chivo. My precious achievement. Yes, they at some point they must have. So the next, God, I'm all over the place. But potentially the last investment for stream technology. Now they've got a decent webcam, now they've got a decent microphone, decent PC, is a green screen that doesn't attach to the chair, so I can have it as a different angle, as opposed to just being front on. I mean, it's nice to have a different camera angle sometimes, but is this the camera angle you guys want? The stream is staring at me. Alright. Just stay alive. The angliest angle that ever angled. Exactly. There we go. Alright. And initially when I looked at green screen stuff, it's like, oh, well, Microsoft Teams and Zoom can do it. But without a green screen. But it's like, ugh. Your limbs do disappear frequently in those ones. So I can see the appeal of a proper green screen and a proper camera. There's a long-term consideration for sure. But just like everything else, it comes with its own bloody proprietary software to run it. So I've got my task tray has got 15 million fucking things in it now, which I don't like. You know, you used to have to cull your startup programs and everything else and your background processes as much as possible in Windows to have it running as lean and mean as possible. So I don't like having this much stuff running. Although I have to do a bit of research. I need a bit of tech support because for the most part in Windows, in the volume mixer, I just have everything cranked up, you know, and you control the volume of whatever via the app. But for whatever reason, the recommendations to silence Discord's notifications doesn't work. And you know, nothing more scrubbed here than your streamer hearing the noise while they're streaming. So I just closed Discord now, but I also there you go, somebody just posted on the Discord. I would have gotten a badunk if I had opened. But I open up Windows 11 volume mixer, and it only shows some apps. It doesn't show all of them. It's like it's set to only show 10, and then if you got more than 10 running, then tough shit. And it's like there must be a way to see all apps that are, you know, providing sound. You just by chance posted something. There you go. Good timing though, Neil. Good timing. You could have illustrated my point if I had Discord open, but I don't. Yeah, and so half the time I've got OBS, I've got the Beacon mic software. There's a mystery thing I need to look into. LED Keeper 2, which is, I don't know. For some reason, Beacon has two separate things, and I'm like, anyway, that's the microphone. But yeah, so I can't turn Discord down in the volume mixer, so I just have to shut it. So I have to, there must be a way, and knowing Windows, it would 100% be just some registry entry fuckery, where it will just show you all apps that are making sound that can be controlled. I generally have the notifications on. If there's something important, I'll be tagged answered to, so I see a little number on the Discord symbol. Yeah, for sure. And sometimes, sometimes if you want to collaborate with people, you want to have Discord open so you can have a Discord call rather than doing Twitch's stream together. Not that I've ever streamed with anybody else ever, but you know, maybe one day. Where are we? Floor check, 16. But yeah, I also, because I'm in way too many Discords, I only have notifications for other Discords on if they mention me, or if they mention everybody, of course. And I have all notifications on for my own Discord, so I can respond to people if they're talking to me. Which is also why I have my phone on silent during this. Ooh, I haven't got both phones on silent actually. Let's hope work doesn't ring. Always have your phone on silent? If I'm at work, I have my work phone on silent, but yeah, personal phone. I've culled the notifications so hard, I don't get notifications very much anyway. Janlove, welcome in. I literally only have Discord notifications for important FF14 stuff. I even keep my own community Discord muted. Notifications ready. Oh yes, my wife has every notification under the sun and it drives me crazy. Luckily, she makes her phone silent for because of her work, so half the time it's just. And anyway, I give Genlov a follow. We rated Genlov the other day. Good streamer. Good fun. I've taken self-determination to my online interactions. Genlov's been playing some Yakuza, so I'll watch anybody play Yakuza. Wait, that's not very complimentary. I mean, I enjoy watching Genlov play Yakuza, is what I meant to say. Yakuza 4? We up to? I don't have a backlog. I just have a wish list of stuff. And one of them is to go back to Yakuza 0 and do the hostess minigame, because I did not play the hostess minigame until Kiwami 2. And it was like, this is actually amazing. So I did the bare minimum of the hostess minigame in 0. Oh, I should have done it more. I love it. Yakuza has been super fun, but I'm so mad that the hostess minigame in 4 is the bad one. No! And not the good one from 0, 1, and 2. Yes, the ones in 0, 1, and 2 are awesome. There's a hostess minigame in 3, because 3 is the one I'm, when I play in my spare time. I keep repeating myself on stream, but RGG needs to make a standalone hostess game. Yes, 100% agreed. Day one purchase. Yeah, the 1 and 3 is crap. Like, my wife sat down with me and we picked out all the makeup and everything and the jewelry and everything else, but then you just walk around and listen to people and it's not fun. I intellectually outpaced you all. I only play Yakuza for the main story. What? Zell, the side quests are the best part. You gotta go to the Sega, you gotta go to the arcade, you gotta do all of it. The real estate game from 0? Oh my lord, so good. The bit that bothers me the most is that you can't actually see what stats each dress or accessory changes until after. Yes, exactly. You gotta purchase them. And I don't know about you, but I'm still strapped for cash in Yakuza 3. And so you have to make the investment and then go, oh, actually that doesn't affect the stats I want them to. Oh well. So yes, I think I'll skip the hostess minigame in 3 and 4, just move on with my life. I love to play like that. It's like a Yakuza / delinquent movie. It's so fun. It is. The main stories are so good too. It's like playing a Battle Without Honor and Humanity movie. Sometimes literally, because there's a reference in 4 to it. There you go. What about Dead Souls though? What does that fit into the movie video game crossover? And I think, have they made... It might be in Japanese only, but they've made a Yakuza movie, haven't they? I have to check that out too. No, I love the main story and I love the side quests in Yakuza, and especially because unless you are going for achievements or whatever, you can just skip the side quests you don't want to do. If somehow you don't enjoy pocket racing, you don't have to do it. Somehow if you don't like the real estate minigame, the one where you can get a chicken to be a landlord, so if you don't like that, but anyway, you don't have to do it. But then the only issue with the main story of Yakuza is sometimes, it'll be like, yeah, it's midnight, I'll just finish it, I'll just progress the story a bit, then I'll go to bed, and then, oh, half-hour cutscene. Normal frame. Oh wait, that's 1 star. That's bad. General frame is 4 stars. I do not need a normal frame. I need to watch those movies fully sometimes. It's a quintology. Watch the first 3. If you don't watch them back to back, you're going to not know who is who. I mean, I still struggle even if watching back to back. Do they need the Yakuza style person of clan person? A subsidiary of this other family. That's where I lose track when when they're a clan that is a sub clan of another clan. You think it's been a long time? Oh well, that's fair enough. A long time since the quintology. Been a long time. Should have left you without a subtitle to explain people to. Let's keep going, peeps. Come on. Run up that road, run up that hill. 18. Okay, we're getting close to another boss fight. Hey team, where's everybody? Oh, I'm over here. The other 3 are at another enemy. Basically Godfather, but with more characters and more complex relationships. Can I tell you my cinematic confession? My secret shame? Have not watched a single Godfather film, and my brother-in-law bought me this really awesome DVD box set that is like, it's not a box set like this. It is a massive thing. You watched it for like an hour, that's about it. And it's got production photos. It's really nice, and it's just like, yeah, gotta get around to watching it. There you go. Oh, there you go. My secret shame isn't so uncommon. My other secret shame is that I haven't played the Godfather video game. I've got to play all the Al Pacino video games. Got to play Godfather. Got to play Scarface. I have Scarface sitting on the PS3, but the PS3 could not cope with emulating it with the PS2. So. Have the movie people who watched Godfather a million times also played Super Metroid and Mario World? Like I thought. Have they experienced true art? Have they seen Borderlands? Oh wait, bad example. I love that. I love that the fact that a Borderlands movie exists. And like everybody missed the point of that. People play Borderlands despite the dialogue and despite the characters. We don't give a shit about your wacky, edgy dialogue and characters and fat jokes and everything else. We just want Diablo with guns. And they play Cheetah Man 2. Exactly. How can you say you've experienced true art without at least one game from Action 52? Come on. You need to watch that sometime, yeah. How could you have experienced art without the voice acting, the depth of Space Taxi, where they say, "Hey, taxi, number 1, please." Oh no, Cheetah Man 1 is in Action 52. Cheetah Man 2 is standalone. I've been found out. Fake streamer, fake gamer. I'll be cancelled in silence now. Silenced! Sorry everybody. I'm gonna have to go to kick now. Sorry. So glad I never actually streamed on Kick, even once. Because I thought the worst thing about it would have been the gambling, but apparently Kick is pretty awful in multiple ways. No way. I'll go on Joe Rogan and say, Joe, only if you give me 10% of your Spotify deal. And he'll be like, 10%? No way. All right, I'll settle for 5. And because he's stupid, that'll end up giving me millions of dollars. If you'd like to book me for your podcast, contact me at mysticalmachinegunbookings@gmail.com. Right. Call my agent. Well, actually, there you go. There's something I could tell you. I have an Australian business number now. There you go. I'm legit. Because at tax time this year, when I looked at doing, I keep track of any of my Twitch payouts. And so at tax time, I was like, well, there's a thing for foreign income, so I was going to put it in there. And then they're like, if you are doing trading, like if you're a sole trader and you don't have an ABN and everything else, you'll just get taxed on any of that at the highest possible tax rate. And I'm like, oh great, I'll get an ABN sorted and I will pay tax on this next year. So I'm a business. I'm a legit business now. It's a legit business, folks. Oh, is it going to be Blade Mother every time? I don't want to be either above, on, under, beside, in, below, or outside Joe Rogan. Fair. Oh, she killed me while I was charging up the thing. Come on. Unfair. Sarissa, come on, stay with us. Reeve, we are a team. So there you go. I'll say you can contact Mystical Machine Gun LLC. No, I don't have a company name or anything. You just put your name in and say you're a sole trader, and so that's it. It's just against your name. But it was funny because I filled out this government form back in July, and I didn't hear anything. I'm like, well, it's the government. Things take time. But then I got an email yesterday saying, oh, here's some tips for your business. And it's like, my business? And like the first paragraph says, oh, you've been given an ABN. If you haven't been given your ABN or you've lost it, just look yourself up. And I'm like, okay. Looked myself up. There I was. I'm a businessman. Space, spatially, time, chronically. It's chronologically, isn't it? Photon drop, swift material. All right, let's use some of these materials. Oh, I can't believe we died. I was charging up the photon blast too. That was just cheap tactics. Is this going to say the same thing? Challenger, how goes it? You've climbed so little. Life below can be seen. Keep climbing if you can. What's the time equivalent to specially removed? I don't know. All right, so now we are going to test it. Let's drop a save state. Head back to the city. Talk to Lindau. I wanted to see you. I heard that the final battle was a savage one. Sorry, I didn't read this before. But you kept your promise. I can't explain this happiness I feel. Make and honor promises and talk. The mayor has always said that is how trust is built. I failed to understand it before, but I think I understand it now. The way I am now, I think I can begin to understand an emotion that surpasses even trust. I don't know what's... Asking for a friend. How much are you into racing games? I like racing games. I like Mario Kart. I'm a more arcadey racer type person. I kind of put racing games and arcade fighters in the same bucket of I will play them. I won't necessarily finish them. Because, you know, like a Need for Speed or something like that, you could have to beat 20 bajillion races to win the game, and it just gets old after a while. But I love playing it and drifting and all that sort of stuff. Not so much into the car tuning. Like, I'm not into super heavy sim races. I'd rather just go out, buy, you know, with a super expensive car. I'm thinking about my game request, that's why. So the friend in this case is you? Okay. Now, let's just save that state one more time. Let's drop a proper save. How about strategy RPGs like Fire Emblem? I love them, but I'm not good at them. All right, let's hit reset now. I am my own friend. Love yourself. Good message, Zell. Good attitude. Okay. There you go, VOD watchers. You can see what date this was done. So now, what happened last time was I went here, and I was expecting to see it lit up, and it was not. There you go. If you save, you lose your progress. So it doesn't matter if it... So the dying to the boss part wasn't it. It was just trying to save. You just have to keep going, sucker. So there you go. Keep that in mind. If I do call it, I think we can be. I think we're doing okay. We're doing about half an hour for 10 floors. If I do call it for the night, then I can always just have to save state. Okay, 21. I'm gonna bet that there are 50 floors. That's my guess. So at current rate, that would be another hour and a half. You know, notwithstanding dying and all that fun stuff. But yeah, so there's name a genre and we can talk about it. Oh wow, look, it's actually changed a little bit. Look, there's windows now. Blue Sky and Games, Sega, representing. Look at that. See the planet below. Color scheme is slightly different. Good times. The yeah, I'm betting 50. It's a bit brighter. Look at it. It's a bit cheerier here in the 20s. All right. Because I think it was I think Peaches said is like 7 rooms per floor. So if it's 50 floors, then that's 350 rooms. And that sounds like enough. If it's 100 floors, then that's 700 rooms. And that's, hey, it's the naked orangutan with the pasties. Best enemy. Seven rooms a floor, yeah. So my guess, my estimate is 350 rooms / 50 floors. And I know the Via Infinito in Final Fantasy X 10-2 was 100. Looked at the message after I asked something until they forgot to listen to the answer. TRPGs, yay or nay? I like them. I like the ones I've played mostly is Shining Force 1 and 2, and Disgaea. But yeah, I like them, but I'm not any good at them. So maybe that'd be a good choice so I can get better. I played VR for too long. There's like this bot-controlled Final Fantasy Tactics thing where you can put your own Final Fantasy Tactics people in, and so he's looking for people to join that. I'm like, I haven't played Final Fantasy Tactics. Disgaea, yeah, that's how it's pronounced, isn't it? Or is it Disgaea? It might be Disgaea. They never say. I don't know what the title refers to, even after however many hours of playing it. Yes, I've never played Final Fantasy Tactics. I need to get that. I've got War of the Lions sitting there. But it seems like everybody plays the PlayStation original. I mean, might be confirmation bias since, you know, we're in the retro category here. So the people I see playing it. Okay. Disgaea. I played the mobile version of Disgaea for a little bit. It wasn't too bad, really. It was still a bit of a gacha thing, though. I mean, the battles were okay. It could also be gay. There you go. And it even had the item world in it. So you could play it, you know, a horrendous amount if you wanted to, but the gacha bit just kind of annoyed me. I think I hit a wall with my team, and I felt like I needed to spend money to get past that wall, so that's when I go, see you later. Thanks for the free experience. Some people love those gacha games where it's all about just unlocking more characters or skins or whatever. But that's not what I want. I want plot, I want gameplay. Before I want, you know, waifu number 3. Well, apparently with the Nier Automata, you know, with the Nier games and the Nier series, there was a mobile phone one. There was a bit of a gacha that has now been delisted, and that has plot in it. And it's like, oh my god. Gacha games are mostly just dopamine games. Exactly. It is another form of gambling. Especially when you get like one spin or one pull a day, and then you can spend more money to get more pulls. It's like, come on, don't you want another chance? Don't you want another chance to get what you wanted? How different is that from putting another, you know, buying another lottery ticket? What? What are these bunnies? Do it a gigas. Why is this music playing? We just killed some rabbits. And then the music, unlike the boss music, it just goes, no, we're stopping here. So there you go. I don't think we fought the Hildegigas before, so there you go. We fought the Boomers, we fought the Rappies, now we fought the Hildegigas and his bunnies. Their bunnies, however you want to put it. Means there's only 2 things left to find. Keg shop and the pizza shop. Which, hey, if we truck through enough, we can always do another go at the wetlands. I wonder if you could auto or action replay it. There was an action replay type thing on the DS, wasn't there? Maybe not. Tell you what, this is better looking than the wetlands. Oh, swamps and giant birds and bug enemies. Oh, that was a weird camera angle. I don't want you to face the room. We Fought the Boomers, Chronicles of the Culture Wars, Part 23, years 2010 to 2027. The next chapter is 2028 to 2036. Generation X really were sellouts, weren't they? Maybe Generation X sells out is a bit more snappy. Those boxes do horrendous amounts of damage. They do way more damage than the enemies. Part 25, Betrayal. Oh my god. Generation Z, more like Generation Dead. What's after that? Gen Alpha. God. Are my kids Generation Z? Although millennials do be getting more boomery right now. Yeah, it'll happen. 2013 onwards is Gen Alpha. There you go. My kids are Gen Alpha. We'll see how... Hopefully Gen Alpha do well. $2012. Well, when times are tough, when times are difficult, when it's like high inflation like we're facing now, it's easier to sell to... No. It's easy to sell to people who don't, know about the economy and stuff like that. It's a prime time for conservatives to sell to people, oh, you'd have more money if it wasn't for immigration, or if it wasn't for these people, if it wasn't for those people. You know what I mean? When things are going well, it's harder to sell people on conservatism because, like, everything's okay, I'm doing fine, so I don't want to pick on anybody else. So yeah, unfortunately it's that type of thing where millennials are trying to, are just like, I'd like to buy a house please, and getting told no. I'd like to afford to pay my bills and stuff, and it's like, no. But it's not the bosses paying you less money that's the problem, it's those people over there. It's certainly not the privatization of power companies that has led to your power bills going up. No. Exactly. Don't look up, look down, and don't punch up. God, that noise. Sounds like a rubber duck. Floor check, 24. We could just leave it on the map screen, couldn't we? Oh yeah, exactly. No, I am Lefter. No, I am. Okay, actually we can't have the map because can't see what items we got. Two lefties walk into a bar, 3 splinter groups leave. I told you about splits, bro. They just keep happening. All right. Yeah, I do overall think it was very stupid of me to try and do this without a party, making it way slower. Way slower. I'm actively avoiding drama vids. There's a bug flying around. On left political YouTube, I'm so not interested in fighting. Yeah, for sure. This person said they might like lower taxes once, so they need to be gone. They're gone from the socialist movement. This person has a rental property. Oh no, get out, you are purged. It is, to a certain extent, just it's purity test. It's just gatekeeping. It's another, like, people do it with friggin' D&D, and they do it with their political parties as well. Oh, you're not a real fan. You haven't been playing since 2nd edition. We've played since 2nd edition. And weaklings. Oh, poor bunnies. But then it's like, oh, diabolic gauntlet. What? Oh no, is my inventory full? Okay, we've got to pick up the diabolic gauntlet. Oh, God, we're gonna ditch some of this crap. Oh yeah, that one's got 3 slots. Ooh. Okay. I'm fine exercising tankies from the left. Oh yes. Because they aren't lefties. Yeah, they're... Yeah, I don't want to get into that. But if someone has a differing opinion on something left progressive, fuck do I care. I think as an ideology, anarchy is one of the worst. But anarchists are the best people I know. And also one of the most politically effective. There you go. I'm quite happy to say, ooh, that's 5 stars. Ooh. Look at it. Oh yes. You gotta get slapped. Oh yes, let's go. I just don't get into a discussion with anarchists about whether or not you need a state. Yeah. Yeah. God. Big claw go sweep. Exactly. There you go. Let's focus on that rather than competing political ideologies. Because I'm happy to say I'm ignorant of, you know, anarchy and where it ends up and how it works out. So happy to flaunt my ignorance. Okay. We're halfway through this section of the Eternal Tower. Okay. Okay, that souped up attack is a bit useless if they won't hold still. Yeah, tankies, it's like, oh, you say you're on the left, but you just want to gulag people. That doesn't really gel with the rest of it. All right. I like how it's one claw too. It's like, I don't need two claws. One'll do. Okay, that charge move is a bit hopeless. Yeah, it isn't the focus right now anyway. From one of my favorite audiobooks. I'm a communist. What are you? Anarchist. Hey, then we can be friends. Until the revolution, of course. There is I don't know what the source of the meme is, but it must be something Australian. It's like a multi-panel thing where a guy is dressed like a dog and there's a kangaroo, like which must be, you know, a CGI kangaroo in his kitchen. And yeah, the kangaroo says, you know, what are you? And he says, I'm a communist. He says, I'm an anarchist. We can be friends until the revolution comes. It's like, why is the kangaroo an anarchist? I'm not sure. But hey, it's funny. I will find it, and I'll post it in the Discord. The communist in the book is a kangaroo. Oh, there you go. I must have got it the wrong way around. It's called the Kangaroo Chronicles. There you go. I don't know. What do Germans know about kangaroos? There's not many kangaroos in Europe. What do I know about kangaroos, really? I've just eaten one. That sounds pretty awful when I put it like that, doesn't it? Oh. Just gotta keep moving. I don't know, what do we think of this versus the scythe? It's one of my favorite pieces of art in general. So is it just one book, or is the Kangaroo Chronicles a series? Because when you call something Chronicles of whatever, I expect a series. The Chronicles of Skippy, the bush kangaroo. What's that, Skip? Capitalism must be destroyed, Skip. Oh, no. Also, Timmy's stuck in the wheel. Oh, let's go. The audiobook version is the best. It's all recordings of his stage shows where he reads a chapter here and there and then compiled it. Oh, wow. That's a hell of a way to make the audiobook. Hopefully the audio recording setup is consistent, because I can see that driving me crazy if it wasn't. Oh, for God's sake. Need to heal my own burn first, so before I can heal anybody else. Okay. Do you reckon they go up to 4 slots? Let's see. General frame. What have we got? That one's got 0 slots, so guess what? Get in the bin. Kangaroo Chronicles, Kangaroo Manifesto, Kangaroo Revelations, and then the 4th is a spin-off, Kangaroo Apocryphas. Oh, hello. Watch out for the missile. There we go. Maybe we'll get all our hits in on this one. There he is. He's down. Look at that. Diabolical gauntlet. Thinking about. The first book is also out in English, but I don't know how much some jokes translate. That's the hardest thing. Translating jokes is the hardest possible thing. There's so much culture, there's so much context behind humor. Like you can translate pathos, you can translate sadness, you can translate anger. Jokes, it's tough. It's real tough. Especially anything involving wordplay in the native language. Sorry, foot sore. But I heard all, like, I don't know, definitely above 20 hours of all audiobooks. So much so I've been quoting for 12 years now. That's really stuck in the brain. It must be good. Really good or really terrible? One of the two. That's how things get stuck in your brain. Alright. Give me the box. 10 times. Oh, there you go. Just a quick. Should we pump some die grinders into our diabolical gauntlet? Why not? Look at that. 415 damage. Let's keep going. Unfortunately, all our double weapons are getting a bit outclassed now with the slapper-mobile. Oh god, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Give me those one-hit kills. Luckily, there are some jokes you can translate more easily since English and German have some overlap in origin. Yes. What is it? Latin-based languages? What's it called? I have forgotten. $28. Sorry, maybe I should check the floor numbers less often. Might make it seem to be going slower if I'm checking the floor numbers up more often. Yeah, let me know if the music's getting old. We can put the music on instead. I know it might get a bit repetitive after a while. Like one chapter, the kangaroo changes meanings of words, like he says mystery instead of ministry, and vice versa. Ah. The music is now 14 years old, that's true. Oh, I'm going to stretch my neck. Oh, remember to stretch, everybody. Remember to hydrate. Also, I said it in the Discord, but now this command should work. No! It didn't work! Oh no, awesome. Okay, I'm not watching myself. Whew. So yes, it just started from zero with the start of tonight's stream, but hey, now it's there. Oh god. God, please. Don't die. Ah, it works. Awesome. I'm glad it works. It is, to a certain extent, a completely meaningless number. Like, I appreciate the support, do not get me started, but when you're the one watching and you go, in a retro island gaming stream and you go do the points command, which is the same thing. It's just watch time plus points or something. And it goes, how many points you guys have? It's just like, I'm just going to see my score go up. How fast am I with QTEs? Hey, I beat Shenmue 1 and 2, and I've beaten Resident Evil 4, and you've watched me beat the Metal Gear Solid Torture mission. QTEs we can do. Plus, I'm not half bad at Guitar Hero and Elite Beat Agents and all those. So I think QTEs are doable. But have you beaten Indigo Prophecy? That is a good question, Dave. I have not. I know you have. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Let's give Dave a shout. Dave's been playing Last of Us. It's so funny. Yes. I know. It's just, it starts out so cool. I just had to cut it when he chucked it in the bin. Kawaii Shashin Shinrei Shashin Kitan. Okay, that's a mouthful, but I'll add it to the list. Zell, no worries. Thank you very much for the redemption. So is that a strategy RPG, or is it a racing game, or does it have lots of QTEs? What is it? Yes, Indigo Prophecy starts out so promising. Like, I would love it if it was just you're playing as the guy on the run, who everybody thinks is a murderer, and you also play as the cops investigating the murder. That would be awesome. But then it goes off to Cuckoo Banana Land. And it goes off there pretty quick. And yes, and all of a sudden it's QC sex scenes, exactly. David Cage. It's an exorcism sim. We exercise pictures with QTEs. Oh my god. That sounds interesting. I can't complain about that. So I was getting we can't really see anything. It's just more polygons bumping and grinding, isn't it? If I recall the QTE sex scene. They're clothed, at least partially, right? Is anybody Hagen Dong? Is it in the Dong? God, couldn't even get that joke out. It was that bad. Just timing your thrust with buttons made me feel real dirty. God of War does that too, doesn't it? At least at one point. I'm glad we moved away from the sex minigame time in gaming. It's like real life, having to press all the right buttons to succeed. Exactly. Actually, the first one or two games were pretty wild of God of War, yes. I'm just picturing a speedrunner getting busy, Zell, and just being like, okay, I've got this. If I just remember the right button combination. Ah, shit, baby. Sorry, we're gonna have to start again. I have to reset. Let me take that combo from the top. It's so funny people practice something so much becomes serious. Oh yes. You take things far too seriously. Fade to white. Okay, babe. Okay. My brain went, so what is any percent in a getting busy speedrun? I think I know. I think we all know what that is. I remember dude speedrunning, recreating Crank That by Soulja Boy, and it was so intense. Speedrunning it. Oh, hello, this is a different Blade Mother. Okay, Force Mother. Ah, I see what these are. Well, 17 seconds to put a song together, like in an app. Oh, that's awesome. Right, we did it. It took us 17 seconds. Now listen to this 4-minute song. Really love to have a fade if I travel. Got to skip those travel times. And yeah, there. And then just have a loading screen, maybe some tips, hints and tips about life. Just while you're waiting for the quick travel. Tip, be born rich, exactly. That's a high level strat. It's not available to everybody. 1200 XP. There we go. 30th floor. In the books. Celeb Salvador. Mono Grinder. We've got the, let's have a look at this Celeb Salvador. No idea what that could be. Like, it probably started as a joke and 2 years later he was sweating trying to PB. Yes. I'm waiting for the Bluey speedrun to come back and suddenly be really competitive, because it was a joke speedrun. And it's like, well, hang on. If we get Dad to jump over this balcony, maybe we could just take a couple of hundredths of a second off the record. Oh no, now we're taking it seriously. Yeah. Challenger, have you not grown homesick for the ground? It'll become hard to see soon. Your world will change. Now, what was that thing we picked up? We picked up Celeb Sal. Oh, it's a rod. It's a 5-star rod, but yeah, we're not packing rods. Okay. 31. By my guess, 19 floors to go. I picked up a weapon, but it was a rod, and we're not using rods. We're not a force user. We could have teleported back and bought another escape doll, but we're YOLOing it. Let's go. Oh, what was the speed run? Bluey. Yes, it was Bluey. So I think it must have been the latest AGDQ. They speedran Bluey as a bonus. Because the Bluey video game is a piece of shit. I'm very disappointed in it. Like, it could have been so good. Could have been really good if they just put a bit of imagination into it, but nope, it was smash it out, the kids will pay for it. And the kids did. Just a Unity slop game. Bad physics, bad gameplay. Really basic animations and voice acting. I mean, they got the voice actors from the show and stuff like that, but, you know, nothing exciting. Yeah, it does look like an upgraded Flash game. Exactly, that's the problem. Not getting the pickle jar open. Sorry, not a force user. We made pasta on Wednesday night and trying to get the Posada open. Good lord. Mrs. Machine Gun and I, we're both struggling. Went the pop the knife under the lid route. Upgraded Flash game, that sounds pretty good. Bring back Flash. HTML5, get in the bin. Alien Hominid number 93. Evangelion dating game that somehow, for some reason, the credits have Material Boy by Millencolin playing. Because it was the Wild West of Flash games. It did cost $60. Mrs. Machine Gun bought it from Electronics Boutique, from EB Games, and I said to it, don't buy it off of there, like, I'll get it on sale or something, like, do not pay full price for this, please. But she did, and we did. I guess I know there are official Ava dating games, but for whatever reason, when I used to play Flash games in 2000 whatever, that was one of the ones I played. And like, you know, it was mostly just Oscar and Ray giving you shit, so it was a joke game. But yeah, then it was like, Then they had their 2D sprites singing Material Boy. Now I'm shopping. I'm not stopping. Girlfriend of Steel 1 and 2. God, who wouldn't want a Girlfriend of Steel? Walking into the party like, have you met my girlfriend? Of Steel. She's a mecha pilot. What? Okay, Girlfriend of Steel sounds like Shinji fucking the robots. Oh, that's weird because the robot's his mother. Spoilers for Evangelion. Now that one, people should not be, it should be hard to spoil people on that one by now. Watch out, they're tough, they're rabbits. So all spoilers just come back to Soylent Green. I kind of knew, but that isn't in the OG series, right? No, that's in the OG series. I do not remember the details because it's been like 15 years. I've not watched the rebuild movies. That's what I haven't watched. But it's been a long time since I last watched Evangelion. But I thought the implication was that Ava Unit 01 kind of had his mother's spirit in it or something like that. Something woo-woo like that. And Ray is also a clone of his mother, so it's just Oedipus complexes all the way down. It's all Ultraman, that's it. I've got the end of Evangelion sitting in a DVD case, not even far away from where I'm sitting. Tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down. I'll have to pop that song in the Discord. And I won't spoil that, Zell, since you said you haven't seen it. Yeah. And of course, much like Final Fantasy, End of Evangelion is a very inaccurate title since they've done the rebuild. And the end of Evangelion was not the end of Evangelion. But the thing with watching the rebuild is that I feel like I would have to watch the original series first, because it's been long enough that I won't know what they've changed. And knowing what they've changed sounds like an integral part of watching the rebuild. Does that make sense? That's why Ava has all the religious imagery, because Ultraman had it. Because the director of Ultraman was one of the rare Japanese Christians. The end of Eva? I'm just going to hold that stick forward all the time, or we're not going to make it. We are in the era of the endless franchise. Marvel, DC, Dragon Ball, Ava. Yes, for sure. No new IP. Just old IP recycled and rebooted. Forever and ever. One Piece going to be that too once it finishes. Oh, what do you reckon? They'll be like, well, we've made this many 100 episodes of One Piece. Time for the remaster. Are they making another series of the live action one? I joke, but oh no. Has that actually been mentioned? Probably Luffy's son or something, yes. A remake of the anime is already in the works. God, there you go. sure Toriyama being passed away won't stop them from making Dragon Ball Super either. That's crazy. But Oda said that they should change stuff in the remake. Oh, for sure. Those are the good remakes where they fuck around. And, you know, that will piss people off. There's inevitably that will piss some people off. Sometimes changing even the tiniest thing can upset your most dedicated fan. But it's like, Oda already gave the go to change stuff in live action. Oh, there you go. Is the live action one continuing, or is that a Netflix one series and done as well? Dave, you're not wrong. The Silent Hill 2 remake release is going to be World War 3. The live action is continuing. There you go. No, there's a couple of people I follow on Twitch who are massive, humongous Silent Hill fans. They're, you know, and they, for a little while there, their content was watching that Silent Hill web series, and making fun of it, you know. But yeah, everybody who likes Silent Hill and likes horror games do not like Bloober Team. So everybody's like, no, Silent Hill 2 remake is going to be bad. Because Bloober Team apparently can't help themselves after the Medium and after the Blair Witch game. So we'll see. Like, it looks nice. I think Peep should read the manga anyway. It's the definitive version, so it doesn't matter what happens to adaptation. Exactly. After a point, it should be like, well, this is an interpretation of it. It's like a cover. It's like a cover song. And I tell you what, when I hear a cover song that is just exactly like the original, it's like, what was the point of this? What was the point of doing this cover? There's been some gameplay footage recently. It looks really good, but I've always been in favor of the remake. Silent Hill 2 remake looks like a mobile game ad. I don't know. You got to remember, like, look, they probably should have remade Silent Hill 1 first. The original trailer a while back didn't look good, but looks much better now. Because, like, they already did Silent Hill 2 and 3 HD. It's like they've just, I mean, I guess there's Shattered Memories, which is a drastic remake of 1. So it's just like, why not just remake 1 first? Why not do Silent Hill Trilogy 1, 2, 3? And pretend 4 didn't exist. No, so Book of Memories was that the multiplayer one? Shattered Memories was on the Wii. Was it Shattered Memories? I'm pretty sure it's Shattered Memories. Shattered Memories was on the Wii, where you had a phone and it would ring through your Wiimote, and depending on what you looked at with your torch. Yeah, Book of Memories was the Diablo one. Sad multiplayer. Shattered Memories was the one where, depending on what you looked at, it would think you were horny or violent or whatever. All I say is not negative, like a cool art trash because I like it that way. I just know Big Tall spent months hate playing it, trying to platinum it. Yes, exactly. That was one of his definite grinds. Well, there you go, Zell. They got you sussed. Yeah, it was literally like, because you walk around with a torch in your hand, and that's how you navigate the world. Like, for the most part, you don't have weapons or anything, you just have a torch. So it's like, if you shine your torch on these scantily dressed mannequins, it'll give you horny points or whatever. And then there's these sessions with a psychologist in between levels, and it kind of changes depending on that, which sounds really interesting. And I know what the twist is because I've watched the Let's Play of it, but But the whole walk around, investigate, and then get chased by faceless monsters scene, But also, everything I say about Silent Hill should be taken with the gigantic disclaimer that I am a gigantic wuss and I have not played any Silent Hill games because I think they will terrify the hell out of me. I can cope with Resident Evil because, you know, we're popping heads. You know, you're walking around with a grenade launcher in those games. Silent Hill being much more about mood and, you know, creeping dread, I know would mess me up, so... It's the difference between a jump scare where you go, and you kind of go, oh, you got me good, and I've been in this area for an hour. I can hear grinding gears, and there's something terrible up ahead, and I've been in here for 2 hours, and I can't cope anymore. I just need to take a break to breathe. Ari is definitely not scary, but I guess stay away from 7. Yes, I have not played 7. I've played 6. And it's like, hey, do you want to play Resident Evil in VR? And it's like, fuck no. No thanks. Third person, please. I have had maybe now a ghost phobia. You said your ghost phobia was going better. That's true. So the 3 worst horror game series have always been Project Zero, that's Fatal Frame, yeah? Silent Hill and Siren, yes. They have a particular fear of jump scares. Well, that's fair enough. That's what jump scares are meant to do. But just like horror movies, horror games, some horror games have some of the best plots getting around. You get stuff out of a horror plot that you just don't get in necessarily in other genres. Oh, Jello, thanks so much for the sub. Oh, I really appreciate it.
Just subscribed for 1 month.
You don't have to do that. With the Prime sub, no less. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, you just realised you had it spare. Well, there you go. No, much appreciated. Don't think I've ever had a Prime sub subscribed to before, so there you go. Breaking new ground. Horror movies I can watch mostly, minus the jump scary ones and ones with ghosts like Paranormal Activity. Latter one is basically the experience of ghost phobia, yes for sure. I wonder if I could cope if I was in like a brightly lit room and it was the middle of the day and I had people with me. I think if I was in a dark room by myself, I'd be wrecked. When Alien vs Predator came out, it may not have even been when Alien vs Predator came out, the video game, not the Jaguar one, the PC one. I remember we were in high school and we went over to my friend's place and he had his PC, whatever it was. He had his PC speakers and he's like, you have to play this with the curtain shut and the sound turned up. And everybody had to turn it. And the first time a face hugger came out, I leapt a mile because you're walking around, it's going boop, 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 and the tracker gets, you know, faster and faster as you get closer, and it's like ah. So unsurprisingly, the only Alien movie I've seen is Aliens, where it's a lot more actiony. And I've seen Predator. Predator's good. But part of it is just these kind of horror things stick in my brain. I still distinctly remember scenes from some Halloween sequel we watched at a friend's place when I was in high school, and I was like, I still remember bits of, and after that after Halloween, they watched, what's it called? Event Horizon. And luckily I had to go home at some point during that because I was like, no, I'm out. I'm gone. I want to play Signaler soon, so let's see how my phobia is now. Should be quite fitting, since if I recall correctly, there are lesbian and trans themes in Signaler. And my phobia probably having to do with trans stuff. Maybe. I've seen very brief snippets of Signaler, so I couldn't tell you if you're right on the plot stuff. Maybe not had an Adventure Horizon. Exactly. But that was in the late 90s, and I can still remember bits of that. So... all right. Liking the music is very chill. Level 36. All right. After the next boss floor, I might have to take a quick loo break. I still need to watch the last like 20-30 minutes of House because my friends need to catch their bus. Is that the one with the cat? All I know about House is the the art, the poster. Yes, okay. It's a great bad movie. Maybe I could put my daughter off her love of cats by going, here, watch this movie. Actually, that's the solution. Just show her Cats. The latest one. The one with the cat sounds very vague, but it's actually pretty descriptive, yes. Alright. The trailer alone for that Cats movie is terrifying. It's like, fairy tales first, get out of here. Oh god, Cat in the Hat is incredibly cursed for sure. I still have Quiet Anne on DVD here to watch. There you go. We're quite happy to stick with Cat in the Hat and Cat in the Hat Comes Back books in this house. We don't need to watch Mike Myers do it. That's a YouTube short I have to make at some point. The kids love Cat in the Hat, and they wanted to read it so many times, like at reading time. I decided to go, okay, you want Cat in the Hat? And I read it as quickly as I could, read it out loud. And I think I could do it in under 3 minutes. I have to double check. My wife timed me, like after a while. She's like, because the kids found it hilarious that I was reading it that fast. So yes, that was a YouTube short idea I had of if you want your kids to go to bed quickly, do it this way. Blah, 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 blah. And the cake and the rake and the bake and the egg and the egg and the bake and the fish and the bowl and the bit and the bit and the bit and the bit. And of course you've got to be clear. You got to say it clearly too. It has to be understandable. You can't just go blah 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 blah. You've got to say every word. Horror film recommendation, The Wailing, a Korean horror movie, just a tour de force. Very intense in an artistic way, not in a sadistic way. We are on floor 37, Peaches. I've got a horror movie for you, Zell. Erotic ghost story. There you go. Horror and horny. That'll really test the ghost phobia. So it's Visitor Q. Is that what that movie's about as well? On our Australian free-to-air TV, there is a channel called SBS, which stands for Special Broadcast Service, and it's kind of remit was to show international stuff to represent, you know, other cultures, all that sort of stuff. So it's kind of like the ABC, but more for, you know, representing those ones. And yeah, but that did mean on a Saturday night that, you know, if you stayed up long enough and they were showing world movies, you might see something like Erotic Ghost Story, which is just a softcore horror movie. You know, you'd go to high school on the Monday and go, did you see that on SBS on the weekend? Oh my god. Floor 37 2 hours in? Well, you won't be finishing the quest this stream. Forgot about Visitor Q. If you want Oedipal Complex, that is your movie. Okay, Visitor Q. That sounds... I'm leery of anything called Q these days. No, I'm joking. So, Peaches, are you saying... You're saying my 50 floor prediction is incorrect? Interesting. So, it probably is 100 floors? That sucks. Yeah, I saw there was some random softcore movie at 2 a.m. on public broadcast here as well in the past. It's the best. That's what you want. HBO's Real Sex used to get shown at like 1 a.m. So you'd get home from a night out in the town on the weekend and you'd be like, all right, Real Sex is on. Then you watch Real Sex, then you switch over to Rage and watch music videos until you go to bed. But now, of course, we've all got digital channels and stuff, and SBS has its own world movies. So, exactly, what you do, you fall asleep in front of Rage, and you wake up to Recovery the next day. You might be implying that there are more than 50 floors. You've made it pretty clear. With the silver hand, no, nonetheless. Subtle as a sack of bricks. Is this tower house music? It's 4 on the floor. I remember there was like VTV or something the next morning. Well, that doesn't ring a bell. So Friday night there's Rage, and then Saturday morning there was Recovery, and then there was also TV Hits on Channel 10. Subtle as a con. On Sunday, Rage stops at like 9 a.m. Oh, no, actually nowadays it's even earlier. Rage stops at like 7 a.m. Yeah, music videos. There was Video Hits. What else was there? Saturday morning was the place to be. But now, if you go out on a Saturday night, Rage will be on when you get home. Might have been Video Hits. There you go. But then if you wake up the next day and it'll be ABC News 24 or it'll be Insiders, and it's like, ugh. I'm too hungover to watch politics shows. 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. sports channel as a team was a reason to get up early. Yes, that would be awesome. Would that be American sports at that time or just whatever? That'd be the way. Get home after a night out and just watch darts. I can't drink any more beer, but these guys can. No softcore, yes. What sports? Hang on, no. That's a sport in a way. Okay, nearly boss time again. It's a sport, but no commentary. Can't go pro. Oh, actually, you can go pro, I guess. In a way. Oh dear. Zookeeper, those two monkeys are killing each other. Having sex. Oh. All right. Weaklings, these poor frogs. They are weaklings though. It's interesting to see because it does just seem to be like the first room on the first floor, we had late game enemies, and now we are level 39 and we get weak enemies. So it does seem to just be RNG. It does just seem to be random. Rather than being it's going to get harder as you go up. Now the bosses might get harder. The different versions of Mother. God, it is a very Oedipus complex stream tonight, isn't it? Say hi to your mum for me. That's what that should be the sign off tonight. I might have to get a warm drink. My throat's a bit scratchy. That's alright, that can be for break time. Oh god. Don't die. Exactly. I'm not even going to try. Not even going to try and sing that one. Poor old Freddy would be rolling in his grave. We've got plenty of photon drops. We'll definitely be able to get more escape dolls next chance we get. I had that as a kid when I was at a lizard show. I now know it was mating time for the frilled lizards, but the host said to me as a kid, the frilled lizards are talking. That's why they couldn't be shown off. But I was so fascinated by frilled lizards as a kid, and I can see them. Yes, we can't show you the lizards because they're talking. See, if you told that to kid me, I would have been like, lizards can talk? What the fuck? Okay. Anything interesting? Very intimate talking. Alright. Damn it. What have we got this time? Blade Mother again. Okay. No, this is Force Mother, isn't it? Yeah, it's Force Mother. 1093. There you go. Ooh. Yeah, it's Force Mother. Okay, go. No chains. She's gonna teleport away. How was your stream last night? I killed my mother 5 times. Sometimes she had magic spells and sometimes she had swords. It was weird. I once watched a zoo show at midday and they had just footage of foxes mating. Well, that was an easier Force Mother because it gave less experience. Interesting. Alright, what's the note say this time? Challenger, the ground is beyond sight now. You can still turn back. Or you can continue higher still. Alright. I'm going to take a quick few minute break from the climb. Ooh, power material. Don't nobody go nowhere. Hang around, listen to some music. But I'll be a few minutes just while we eat. So I can blow my nose, all that other stuff. Featherhead. Are these all 5 stars? These are all 5 stars. Oh, don't need 2 feather hands. Katuni Circa. Worse. Feather hand. Are they actually feathers? They're feathers. Ooh. Throwable feathers. Whoa, that looks pretty cool. Oh, does it not have a charge attack? It does not. Yeah. Photon art, none. That would be what? Alias, as I say. Also doesn't have a charge attack. Interesting. Interesting that it doesn't. Yes, they're all worse than what we got. So you know. Okay. I really am going to pause the game. We will go back and get some scape dolls, but we'll do it in a moment. I will be back shortly. Let's go over here. Let's turn off the countdown timer. Let's turn on the be right back message. Let's unpause the intro / other. Listen to some lovely tunes from Wizardry 1. This is your DJ Mystical Machine Gun. We'll be back live in just a moment after these messages. All right, we're back. Let us continue. Let's continue. Yeah, let's just continue. Let's just keep on pushing. We should be able to get to level 4, 50th floor or 60th floor. Sounds like. Ooh, we've had another change in appearance. Ooh, yes, we can't see the ground anymore. We can't see the ground. Flying without wings. Alright, thanks for the commentary, sir. I'm commentating here. Come on. Is my diabolical gauntlet occasionally making them slow? Is that what's going on? Because that's awesome if so. I'll take it. Oh, I love them. They're annoying to fight, but you can't be mad at an enemy that appears by doing a little spin move. Come on, crew, these are the ones where I need your help to get through the floor faster. Split your attention, come on. It's like they've done no team building at all while I was away. Come on. We helped you figure out your shit, Reeve. Come on. Figure out my shit for me. Sarissa is really, really healing us very often though. It's way better. Level 40. There you go. Reeve all by himself with his rabbit ears. Come on, buddy. Me and Kai both have rabbit ear mags happening. Mine is a much cooler colour of purple. Okay, so I looked it up. You can play Peaches with this. There is not 50 floors. There isn't 100 floors. There's 101. So yes, Peaches is completely correct. We will not be getting through 101 floors this evening. Yes, you were right, Peaches. Good call. I wouldn't have looked it up if you hadn't referenced it. I would have gotten to the 50th floor and then been like, oh man. We saw that one coming. So right now we know. And the Phantasy Star Wiki tells me that the Eternal Tower made a cameo in Phantasy Star Online 2. But I don't know if that content is still there. And to be honest, I wouldn't necessarily recognize it. It would be just like, oh, look, a tower. Maybe if my night had gone a bit differently, but okay, that's life. That is indeed a tower. Would you believe? Trying to do anything crazy. Everything we do is crazy. Yes, now we're just killing bunnies. Not fair. Can't believe it's not a tower. What does Fabio sound like? Can't believe it's not butter. mean, I'm working on my Fabio hair. Who is Fabio? There is it's a margarine, that's what it is, called I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, which is a hell of a mouthful. And in America, at least, I don't know if I ever saw it in Australia, but their marketing had the Italian model Fabio. You know, as the most beautiful man in the world back in the 90s. He was on romance covers and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, there's one at least where he swings, where, you know, this girl's in the jungle and she's like, he was a wild man, but only one thing could tame him. And he like swings in like Tarzan and he goes, I can't believe it's not butter. Oh, it's always about the cholesterol. That's what the ads are about. They're like, and there's one where she's got it. She's kind of chiseling a statue of Fabio and going, "Our love is forever, but cholesterol tore us apart." And then she gets out, "I can't believe it's not butter." He comes out of the statue and goes, "I can't believe it's not butter." And that's the first thing you say when you are a statue that came to life, instead of, "Holy fuck, I was a statue." What the shit? Anti-Italian. There we go. Get the retro mug on. Whoa. Oh no, we retreated. Cowards. Any excuse to get the retro mug out. It's still... Yes, I think it was Goodfellas, yes. Or Sopranos. I think that might be Sopranos. Anti-Italian discrimination, yeah? Then again, that guy might have been in Goodfellas, who knows? I have not seen either. I'm pretty sure it's Sopranos. You played the Sopranos pinball. Awesome. Why not? I've got to go back to that Big Shed Brewing and play some more of their pinball machines. Get a GoPro. Live stream from the pub. I could play pinball too much. Speaking of things that you just pump money into. Alright. Did that hit anything? No? I'm glad this has such high damage because its photon blast sucks. It would only be useful against very stationary bosses, and even the bosses are not very stationary. They move around. Brigandine armor, can't equip that. Yes, 101 floors on your DS and you cannot save. There is a pinball society near me. You can play all their pinballs for €10 on Fridays to Sunday. Oh, that would be awesome. There's something about pinball where it just never gets old. Hey. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I can't even think where my nearest arcade is. Oh, yeah, that's not 10 minutes by bike. There's this chain called Time Zone in Australia. And they kind of, now they have 10-pin bowling as well. God, that place sounds awesome, Zell. You're making me jealous. Cut it out. But they have so many toy machines and stuff as well. So they have 10-pin bowling. They have some arcade games. But it's not a dedicated arcade. You know what I mean? And they've got all the prize machines. It's like, I don't want to play the fucking prize machines. I want to play Time Crisis and Initial D. So yeah, we haven't been there. They've recently moved, so should go back and check it out because they might have more space for more machines. It'll be interesting to see because this arcade had a 10-pin bowling arcade machine. But now they've actually got literal 10-pin bowling in there, so I wonder if they've kept that machine. Before the pandemic, they also had some free food like donuts. God damn. Love donuts. I got free donuts this week, so I can't complain. Had a guy finish up at work. It was his last day on Thursday. On Wednesday, he brought in donuts for everybody, and on Thursday, he went to the pub and he put a tab on the bar. I'm like, you realise that we should be shouting you drinks because you're going, not the other way around. And then I put 2 beers on his tab anyway. Krispy Kreme donuts though, so whatever. My wife's favourite place that does overpriced donuts now also does coffee, so she's like, oh, if we go get donuts and coffee, and I'm like, no, because 6 donuts cost like $40 and you won't be able to help yourself. Low maintenance, don't drink alcohol. Good way to be, Zell. It's all it does is make you sad and heavy and poor, so I'm going to cut that drinking business out myself. Because if I work at the pub anyway, aren't we all? Especially on my Wednesday night one, I can cope with work the next day after my 5 to 6 hours of sleep. If I drink as well, it's like, ugh, rubbish. And then that leads to poor dietary decisions the next day, so it's a bit of a slippery slope. I've been seconded to another position at work, so I'm going to have lots more meetings and stuff. And heads up, I may get calls during stream, who knows. But I'm going to use it as an opportunity to eat less. Because you're not going to, you're not going to be in a meeting snacking away. So take advantage of all the meetings and snack less and eat less rubbish. Lot of lunchtime meetings, so it's like, ugh. So much for going out and buying food I don't need. There's a regular group that goes out Wednesday lunchtime for various whatevers, and next Wednesday they're going to go for hot pot, but I've got a meeting from 11:30 to 1:30. It's just not fair. They're anti me having hot pot. Probably for the best. Because the first time I went there, I put way too much. It's the help yourself type hot pot where you get the hot pot's the best. You know, where you get all the ingredients yourself and you kind of have to try and figure it out yourself. And I had way too much. So I got the takeaway container and then I tried to pour, and I poured my bowl into it and I spilt it everywhere, including all over myself. Friday night is Mystical's embarrassing story night, I think. Oh, it was too much though. I was bursting. I put way too much in because it was the first time I'd had hot pot, so I didn't realise that once they put the soup in, how much, you know, once they add the broth as well, it's like, it's a massive thing. Hey, it wasn't too much because I had leftovers and that was great. I had it the next day again. And it was mwah. Like I offered the leftovers to Mrs. Machine Gun because she loves Asian food and stuff like that. And I'm like, it's been in the fridge at work. Like we came back from the restaurant, I put it straight in the fridge at work, and she's like, "Nut, don't trust it." So I'm like, "Okay, fine, I'll have it." And then you know, the next day when I had it, I microwaved the living shit out of it just to be sure, because there was chicken in it and there was prawns. I think I spent $30 at least on it because they weigh how many ingredients you got in there. I'm like, yeah, I might have put a bit much in there, but it was worth it. Well worth it. Cleared the pipes, the spices, cleared out the nostrils for the day for sure. No, but the next culinary, she loves a succulent Chinese meal. And she also loves Democracy Manifest. Feel free, feel free, but rest in power to that guy. I've forgotten his name. Only recently passed away. Yeah, the next culinary adventure is definitely yakitori. Going back to that yakitori place and just having it. Oh, we got frozen even though we're doing our photon blast. Rubbish. But the photon blast continued after we unfroze, so there you go. After we unfroze, after we defrosted, I don't know. Don't let anything stop you from posting as many memes as you like in the Discord. Chuck it in the general channel. I have not, you know, every other Discord I'm on has like a put your memes here channel. It's like, no way, just chuck them in general. Love them. Can't get enough. Just keep the AI art out because it's art. Because that is not art. It's not. I'm gonna get it. I'm not for it, I'm gonna get it. Level 3, we don't need that. Whew. This is really a test of endurance. So I guess I guess the expectation was you sit down with your DS for 5 or 6 hours to beat this. Really respecting the player's time. And all for loot. All for loot. Because you gotta, you know, the rewards are based on your difficulty level. So we're on normal, so we're not going to see anything too crazy. Okay. The rewards are random. 46, okay. Maybe I could call it at halfway. Call it at 50. Or 51. Beating games eludes me this week. I do appreciate that they're mixing it up between the floors. It does cast slow. There you go. Awesome. Maybe that's the idea, is that you do the photon blast and then they get hit with slow. Oh, reconnection successful. How are we? How are we looking? I think I'm here. Hello. Wow, that has not happened in a long time. Must have been on the server side, eh? Welcome back. Thanks for the welcome back. Oh, I should have posted something in chat. Sorry, Zoe. That would have cleared things up. But Raymond's got the right of it. The oh no head face, something. As long as it counts as a single stream. Oh yes, have you seen my mug? Where am I on the mug? There is a shine right on it, which is making it hard. Oh, you meant my face though, right? It is available now also in different sizes and in black. Oh, in black, sweet. Gotta have dark mode for the retro discs mug. How are we doing for like Meseta? 137,000. I think we're doing okay. Different sizes of the mug. Oh god, I should have got a big one. Love a big mug. I'm a two coffee, 2 sugar kind of guy. I need a big mug for it. And a mug like that needs a big cold beer. No. Off track. And a mug like this needs a big coffee mug. That's better. That cream and chicken soup is warming up the pipes. But if only I could just stream for 18 hours and we'd get through this, no worries. But taking the kids to the cat cafe tomorrow. I'm a as big as it gets glass gal. Anything so I can be lazy, not spending time refilling your glass. Exactly. If the bigger your glass is, the less you have to get up. Get a glass like this and you're going back all the time. Get a glass like this. Oh yeah. That'll see you through. At last a challenge, says Kai. That photon blast doesn't really work very well. I should probably cut it out and just stick to chains. 48. A couple more floors to go. Weaklings. You're gonna kill him. You don't have to insult him while you're at it. Who hit the box? Was that meant to hurt? Yes, you hit the box, Reeve. You hit the exploding box, buddy. Maybe don't do that. Alright. So yeah, maybe next week is the week. Maybe next week is the fabled 2-win week. Because God, I will just be happy to have win back 2 done. I was trying to think of a way I could fit in a bonus stream, just so I could have win back 2 finished sooner. That's how bad it's gotten. But that's not going to happen. So. We're getting up early on Sunday morning to watch my niece's grand final, so. And then, yeah. And I know if I just said to Mrs. Machine Gun, I'd like to do a bonus stream because I want to get this game done. And she'd be like, why not just not play it if you don't like it? And she'd be right. Also, it's the principle of the thing. There's honor among streamers. Oh yes, my giant slapping hand is always sharp. You don't understand, honey. Some people on the internet will think I'm lame if I quit. Oh. Better impress chat. That'll be you in a few years. Exactly. Now, girls, it's important to remember that the internet isn't real. So those messages you're getting on Instagram or whatever, pay them no mind. Who cares what people on the internet think? Unless they're paying you. Then pay attention. If they're willing to give up their channel points for you, maybe do listen to them. Oh my God, what is happening with that hair there? Look at that. That is out of control. Well, I don't pay you, I get gift subs, so I get paid to pay you. That's right, so it's not about that anyway. Certainly not. Yes, that would be a very good comeback if I said, who cares what people on the internet think? And they'll be like, well, you care what your chat thinks. And I was like, it's different. Yeah, it's gotta be a hell of a thing. Once they're older and they have phones and they're, you know, Snapchatting and WeChatting and whatever else. I'll never stop caring what other people think. It's a curse, but whatever. Oh yeah. I tell my wife all the time, oh, who cares what they think? And secretly inside, I'm like, I care what people think about me. I care. It's more exhausting to try and change myself and try to learn to not care. It's weird. Yeah, for sure. Well, seriously, I started a little bit late because we were having a chat with my oldest about it. Arcar's Soul. Okay. About kids at school and what they might think of her and stuff like that. And so we were just having a chat and saying, like, look, if there's kids who say, you know, that game you play is bad or whatever, then they're not your friends. And you shouldn't care what they think. But of course she cares what they think. Alright, let's go. I think this is the boss room. There we go. It's Force Mother again. Okay, everybody. There's a 4-person photon blast. Oh gosh, she nearly killed everybody while we were doing that. I truly don't care. Well, I don't care about their judgment. I care listening to people and take their feedback seriously if they are, yeah, if they're genuine. There we go. Another boss down. Hang on. Do-do-do-do. That can go to the thing. The enemy thing. God. What is Selim? I don't know. What element is that? Okay. Skybound Challenger, your spirit is to be admired, but you will find no more rest for your fatigue now. Okay. I'm going to find rest for my fatigue. Walking through here. And doing this. Well, so I would have said 2 months ago. Oh, bitch. Oh my God. Bringing in the raid with 87 people. Retro Hitch, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I just closed the... Let's reopen the DS. Amiga August with the Amiga 1000 crew. Oh, awesome. Right. Hi. Thanks so much, Hitch. Really appreciate it. For those who don't know me, let me just pause that. I'm Mystical Machine Gun. I'm a retro streamer. We play series here twice a week. The 2 series I'm playing at the moment are Metal Gear Solid and Phantasy Star. And we are up to Phantasy Star 0. And we are up to the Eternal Tower. So I just called it for the night. Well, let's do 10 more floors. Let's go. This is the post-game content in Phantasy Star 0, so twice a week unless the PS0 curse strikes. We've beaten the PS0 curse, El. You know we have. The fact that we're here. Some of all, Nick, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well. What Amiga stuff are we playing? We're playing it right now. Well, I'm just very glad that I Glyphix TV, thank you for the follow as well. I'm just very glad that I had not, hit stop streaming just before you rated, because that would have been hilarious. Was playing 3DO, but that was designed by the Amiga 1000 crew. Oh, awesome. Sort of on topic. Close enough. Well, that's great. I hope everyone's had a awesome week, and I hope your Friday's going well. Should be Friday pretty much everywhere. It's not Friday here, but that means it's Friday almost everywhere else. Yes, this is a DS game. We've got the DS emulator cranked up, because otherwise it would not look anywhere near this good. And we are in the final post-game quest, which is the Eternal Tower, which I think was designed to drain your DS battery. Oh, good old Trip. Trip Hawkins, that's a hell of a name. Electronic Arts, making games programmers look like rock stars, and those early Electronic Arts games coming in what looked like, almost look like records. With the, it's like the 3DO wasn't good, but that's, good on Trip for trying. Every time I see his name, I think, yes, that's definitely 100% a real name. It's a very American name. 3DO is great. There you go. That's an interesting opinion on it. Usually I just hear, people make fun of the VCR. I mean, the 3DO. People are thick. Well, not necessarily going to argue with you there. It's not a CDI, that's true. Not a CDI, that's very true. That's right, it didn't have any Zelda games. Reminds you of Mega Man Legends? Yes, definitely similar vibes. And this being a DS game, it's about that level of 3D, the PlayStation 1, maybe early PlayStation 2. Some of the games that later got ported to PlayStation and Saturn get praise, but on 3DO they get hate. Silly. Wasn't Tomb Raider on the 3DO? What am I thinking of? Or was it MDK? Saturn. There you go. Getting my wires crossed. Well, to be fair, isn't the 3DO controller kind of bad? Yes, Need for Speed, Road Rash. Yes. Joshua Turbo, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You love the controller. Oh, there you go. This is Phantasy Star Zero on DS for sure. It looks good. Yes, we've cranked up the emulator settings, so the first stream looked a bit rough. It does not play online. Like, you could, if there was any sort of servers to connect to, like there's a way to get it to happen, but there's no fan servers for Phantasy Star Zero, so there's nothing to connect to, unfortunately. Had to talk about the Pippin yesterday. That was a weird controller. Kind of like the PS3 Boomerang. The Apple Pippin. Was there a single exclusive on the Apple Pippin? Did the Apple Pippin even come out? How does this compare to the PSO original? Well, look. It does look pretty close. It is very close to the Phantasy Star Online experience, which we're playing in order. We're playing the series in order, the Phantasy Star games in order. So we played Phantasy Star Online, Episode 1, Episode 2, Episode 3, Episode 4. And then we played Phantasy Star Universe and Phantasy Star Portable. And Phantasy Star Universe and Phantasy Star Portable are of a type. Oh, thank you for the follow as well. Where they had slightly different mechanics and stuff in Phantasy Star Universe. So this one has gone back to more Phantasy Star Online mechanics, and I like it better. So the Apple Pippin was big in Japan. There you go. We're learning stuff here, folks. We've learned that the 3DO wasn't that bad. Unfairly maligned, and we learnt the Apple Pippin was big. 42,000 worldwide. Yeah, Phantasy Star Universe, some of the photon points mechanics and stuff, it's just not the best. Yeah, I was actually quite surprised that Phantasy Star Zero is like Phantasy Star Online, because next up is Phantasy Star Portable 2 Infinity Plus or whatever it is. So we'll be back to PSU style. So this has been a good jaunt back to Phantasy Star Online style. But I don't think I played a single online game on my DS when I had it. I probably played Mario Kart DS online once. So it's a shame I missed out on this, actually playing with people. That would have been fun. Yes, it does. It does. It's got the dying sound for sure. Hyper Super Phantasy Star Portable 2 Infinite Plus Tekken Nova. Okay, you enjoyed episode 3? I'm glad you enjoyed episode 3. I did not enjoy episode 3. Get that card game shit out of here. No, episode 3, I was really soured on the final boss. It really ruined the experience of episode 3 for me. I liked the cutscenes. I liked how it had a bit more in-depth characterization, but the final boss is... No, not even the final boss. The penultimate boss was just a rip-off. Like a complete... I'm not kidding. I still have to go back through my VODs of episode 3. Both. Did both playthroughs. So, but yes, we started out as the... Not the hunters. Who's the other ones? All right, we're going to beat Winback too, don't worry. It's going to happen, I swear. Yes, and the moment-to-moment gameplay in episode 3 is fun and different. But yeah, then the penultimate boss has essentially infinite turns, can kill all your monsters on the board with no, nothing you can do to stop them. And you had to find a cheese strategy to beat it. I can finish Winback 2 whenever I want. I can do it. I'm good. Yes, I played VR for too long. There is now a fan server for episode 3, so you can play that online. I think via Dolphin emulator. Not sure if you do it on your actual GameCube. But yeah, we had a modded version of the game that gave you more card drops, and even then it was still pretty frustrating. What emulator am I using? It's DSMUME. I've been struggling to pronounce it the entire time. DSMUME. There we go. Got to get the capitalization right, Zell. And I'm not running any special additions or anything. It's just been using the inbuilt graphics options to make it look nicer. It does have, yeah, for sure. It does have some cutscene. There's just a bit of graphical issues with the cutscene characters, but that might even just be my copy, so I don't know. You're excited to try? Oh, there you go. Good to feel the excitement. Yeah, I've my DS days, I seem to have bought more DSs than DS games. It feels like there's so much of the DS library I haven't played. And that's because I've never had a massive commute or anything like that, so I don't have too much need for mobile gaming. And I love just sitting on the couch with a handheld, but it's like I'm at home. I might as well use my big TV over there and my big console rather than my little handheld. I did keep up with brain training for a long time though. I had a pretty good run. Just played handhelds alone at home as a kid. Of course, they're and with non-backlit handhelds, that's the only way you could play them. That's the only way you could see the bloody screen. If you had a torch or a lamp. You like fun. Oh, I wish I still had it. You never had the sound on? No headphones or anything, so? If you want to feel old, oh god. My 8-year-old commented on the DSi XL having a headphone jack. Because now phones don't have headphone jacks. So everything has to be Bluetooth. And she's like, oh, it's got an old headphone jack. And I'm like, yeah. Because we bought her these cute little headphones with unicorns on them, but then we didn't have anything she could plug them into. They're broken now anyway, but yes. You couldn't use it on either of our phones because there's no headphone jacks. Which is a good and a bad thing because whenever I had wired headphones for my phone, I would inevitably drop them. And either the phone or the headphones would get damaged, so... GBA needed an adapter for headphones. Had that, but for some reason never used it. I feel like looking back until 9 or so, I didn't get the concept of headphones apparently. Why do I feel like my GBA had a headphone jack? I feel like that. Maybe I'm confusing myself. Do I have it handy? I do not have it handy. Let's not mess around with that anymore. I'm knocking things over. Hang on. Ah. Nope, just old phones there. Never mind. There'll be a mystery to solve for another time. Here in the shed. Don't want to muck about too much. One day it'll be properly organised and easy to find things when I'm in my 50s. Once the kids move out at least. I've got at least one box of games I can't find. Not a good thing to admit in the retro category, but I'm like, I definitely own Super Mario Sunshine for the GameCube, and I can't find it. So there must be another box in here somewhere that has more games in it. Because, you know, the boxes of stuff like that my wife brought with her are like arts and craft and books and VHS tapes and old photo albums and stuff, and mine are all just, this box is DVDs, this box is DVD games, this box is game magazine, maybe some comic books, all the adults, all the fully developed adult stuff you'd want. It's all ages, exactly. The bats continue to be one of the worst. Did that just no-sell my slow spell? Timber1, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello, hello. What's all this then? That lady either has a giant hand or a giant head or a very small hand. I'm open to the possibility of both. You got all answers for that. Could be we're risking offending our UK viewers. Spotted tea. I used to watch shows like The Bill. Like, my mum loved that sort of stuff, so I'd watch it too. And there was this radio sketch, and they were called, and it was just a takeoff of The Bill. So it was Australian guys doing their best pommy accents, going, called Caution Squad, and it was just putting everybody under caution and then having a cup of tea. Oi, you're cautioned. You want a spot of tea? I love a spot of tea. There's more to it than that, but you get the idea. First I thought it was Marie Kondo, and I thought I am now forced to get rid of my stuff. Cup of tea. But yes, cup of tea is universal. Anybody's getting anybody a cup of tea. Anywhere in the world. You just say, cup of tea. Oh, love that. Lovely. And I wonder why people occasionally think I'm British when we're on the stream. He has a dodgy accent half the time. You heard that before? What's your favourite tea? Chamomile? Oh, nice. I've been into the green tea lately. The green tea's been hitting the spot. Well, sleepy time tea. I wish. Honestly, any of those blends that have a bit of fruit in it, blueberry, strawberry, mango, whatever, a couple of tea bags of that, set. It's like drinking very, very weak, hot fruit juice. Can't drink black and green tea anymore. Can't have caffeine with my ADHD meds. Oh, that's fair enough. Is there caffeine in green tea? No wonder I can't sleep. Oh, and look, the enemy just wanders off, not dealing with my shit. Not dealing with my posing. Come on, stand still. Stand still so I can hit you. There we go. Blew my mind when I was younger and I found out tea has caffeine in it. If I recall correctly, black tea is just fermented green tea. Huh. If they make you cut out caffeine, you're done for. I don't know. I think you'd be surprised. Might take a while to shake the habit though. I used to drink way more caffeine than I do now. Not sure how that would interact with ADHD meds. Might not be the best idea. Not a doctor. Do not follow any medical advice you get from the streamer. The stream is for entertainment purposes only. Take nothing I say seriously. What do you mean, Doc? Vodka only has 7%. It's a tipple. Nothing. I just love all the medication that might make you a bit drowsy. It's like, don't operate a forklift. And it's like, well, I think I'll be okay. I'm not going to operate a forklift anytime soon. Or drive a bus. Well, caffeine is a stimulant, so it works with ADHD. The best working ADHD meds, like I have, are also stimulants. And remember, kids, don't do 2 or more uppers at the same time, or 2 or more downers at the same time. Seems like good advice. Have an upper and a downer. Keep the buzz going. You can operate machinery, just not as well as you might have been able to. You'll just drive that crane poorly. God, I'd love to drive a crane. That would be awesome. Oh god, those explosive boxes are the biggest enemy in the game. Yeah, the evergreen. The evergreen. Evergreen, or was it ever given? I don't know. What a weird name. Yes, that's not your imposter syndrome talking. You really did jam a boat in the Panama Canal, buddy. Sorry. I thought it was evergreen for a while as well, because the pictures, if they're far enough away, the name on the hull could be bloody anything. A set of clear knife. No. No knives. Just claws. Giant horror fists. I love how the global economy instantly raised prices across the board by another 30-40%. The second the ship at the canal, yes. It's like one of those old commercials where it's instead of like we're stock taking so you get the savings, instead it's like, supply line's fucked up so you have to pay more. You have to pay for our problem. Thanks. Appreciate it. Where are we? What floor are we? Floor check. 58. Nearly another boss time. I gotta say though, that the disappointing thing about this tower, aside from the fact that it's long, is that there's no boss variety. Every 10th floor you fight a boss. But, you know, we're coming up on our 5th boss fight now. And it's been this kind of golden robot looking thing called Mother. And so far we've fought Blade Mother and Force Mother. It's like, come on, give me a slightly different boss. Give me a bit of a Persona-esque boss instead. So if we dig a second canal, does that mean everything will get massively cheaper? Once we've paid off the canal, sure. The Panamanian people will be like, no way. We want to be important. No second canal. Well, Tim, let me give you a Nobel Peace Prize. I've nominated you right now. There we go. I'll get you on the list. Well, my psychiatrist said I shouldn't take caffeine with my new meds. So that other patients said it was uncomfortable. My old ones work even better with the ADHD, but the new one the first time didn't work that well with caffeine. So it was just a fluke. Tried some days later a second time. Wasn't a stroke, but damn well looked like one. I was so unfocused that I could not bring words out of my mouth. If I hadn't had a definite reason, the words I did get very shaky. God, that sounds scary, Zell. Whew. Which app is that, Timber? Is that the Twitch app or what? I'm a bit terrified of having a stroke or anything like that. That would be... Oh, no. Oh, I'm just on the committee. I just texted, you know. They know me. They put me on the panel for services to streaming. It's an obscure category. Yes, that is a very good reason to stay away from caffeine. Oh, jeez. Yeah, some friends of mine from university days got blood clots in their legs. My friend's dad had a stroke and my wife's uncle had a stroke, and they're scary things. But let's change the subject. That's a bring down topic. The meds don't play around. Tell me about it. They're better than caffeine anyway. I even get physically more endurance to it. Oh, there you go. The bike rides. The bike rides are getting longer. Hoping to put on the right meds soonish. Well, I hope so. But, wish you luck with that. They can put me on the right meds. They can put me on Ozempic. I can lose some weight. Suffering pretty heavily from what I'm incredibly sure is ADHD. Yes. Okay. Well, I hope to get the meds right. It can make a big difference, as Zell is saying. There's a forum I post on with people around the same age, 40s, and it felt like a couple of years ago there was a rash of people going, getting diagnosed with ADHD in their 30s and 40s, starting medication and going, so is this what focusing means? Oh my god. On you, Zell. Very kind. Taking notes. Good idea. That is a good note emote. What am I doing? Never mind. I was trying to post an emote and also continue fighting, but that's probably a bad idea. Maybe if we're in the bunny room. Jeez, that's a good strike rate. Ooh, Zine Glaive. Oh, it's only 2 stars. Oh, can't pick it up anyway. Yeah, screw it. We're a 5-star. 5-star and nothing. The amount of stuff, the amount of equipment you get in Cyberpunk 2077, I was like, well, sorry, if it's not tier 5, I'm not interested by the end of it. Especially the beds with ADHD can be very confusing to see through if your psychiatrist isn't good in communicating about it. Yeah, it can be tricky, and you know, with any medication, different people have different effects based on everything. Found one good doc in my area, might be lucky enough to get diagnosed and stuff. Well, I hope so. Well, not that I hope you've got ADHD, I just hope you get the right diagnosis and get the right medication. Oh, we got Gunmother here. There you go. Bit of variety. Where is she? I want to see if she's actually called Gunmother. Shot Mother. There you go. It's not a good photon blast for seeing what's going on. For watching the action. So essentially we've had the Hunter, the Force, and now the Ranger version of this boss. So there you go. We've seen them all. Stick together, team. Stay alive. Come on. It's like a bad joke, yes. There it is, level 41. Yes, exactly. It is a Spectrum. Whoever decided to call it a Spectrum was on the 100% right track. Okay. Skybound Challenger. Perhaps you think the end is near? Your ascent will go on for much more still. That is the 60th floor. I can tell you there are 41 to go, but it is getting to 1 a.m. here, so we will then wrap that up there. You're not done yet, guy. Right, say, cast spells. Thank you, buddy. But we need to save state, because if we go and save via the DS save, it will kill our progress. It wants you to do the whole thing in one sitting. Maybe you could close the DS lid and put it to sleep, and you'd save your progress that way, but still, asking a bit much, Sega. Asking a bit much. Anyway, we've had an awesome chat about, I won't mention all the topics. We're having a good chat about ADHD and stuff now. But yes, let's run down the list. Thank you so much, Hitch, for the raid. Really appreciate it. Journalove, thank you so much for subscribing. Zell, thank you for the game redeem, which we will add to the redemption list. Sunwall, Nix, Glyphix TV, Joshua Turbo, thank you so much for the follows. Really appreciate it. I stream Wednesdays and Friday nights for anybody new who's here. And Wednesday night, we are very, very close to the end of Winback 2, after which we'll be playing Death Stranding. But yeah, I should be playing music, shouldn't I? That's what I do on the ending screen. This one. So yes, let's have a look for a raid. Let's keep that raid running. Keep the love going. Oh, the old timey computer show's on. go. No, let's try a random. Scottish voice actor goes hunting. Interesting. Ooh, somebody's playing Streets of Rage 2. Let's do that. Antho Pants. There we go. Don't know him, but hey, it's Streets of Rage 2. So let's go that way. And we are allowed to raid. Sometimes people don't allow raids, so that's good to know as well. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for... We'll be back on Friday for this one to do the last 40 on floors. And yeah, wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon or evening, and I hope you have an awesome weekend as well. We'll catch you soon.